In a small village nestled between rolling hills and lush green fields, there lived a boy named Sam. This village was a place where everyone knew each other, and life moved at a gentle pace. The children spent their days playing in the open fields, laughing and enjoying the simplicity of rural life. Unlike the other kids who played all day, Sam had a dream that set him apart. He wanted to become the best runner in his town, a goal that seemed almost impossible to everyone around him. While his friends chased butterflies and climbed trees, Sam would often be found staring at the horizon, imagining himself as a champion runner. But there was one problem. He wasn't fast. In fact, he was one of the slowest kids in the village. Every time he tried to run, his legs felt heavy, and he struggled to keep up with the others. His determination was strong, but his body seemed to betray him. In every race, he came last. The sight of Sam trailing behind became a common one, and it was disheartening for him. He would cross the finish line, panting and exhausted, only to see the other kids already celebrating their victories. The other kids laughed at him, saying, "Sam, give up! You're too slow!" Their words were like sharp arrows piercing his heart. They mocked him, not understanding the fire that burned within him. To them, he was just a slow runner, but to Sam, he was a future champion. But Sam refused to quit. He had a resilience that was rare for someone his age. He knew that giving up was not an option. Every taunt and every failure only fueled his determination to prove everyone wrong. Every morning, before the sun rose, he laced up his worn-out shoes and ran. The village was still asleep, and the only sounds were the chirping of birds and the rhythmic thud of his feet on the ground. The early morning air was crisp, and the world felt peaceful, almost as if it was cheering him on. His legs hurt, his lungs burned, but he kept going. Each step was a battle, but he embraced the pain, knowing it was a part of his journey. He pushed through the discomfort, driven by the vision of himself crossing the finish line as a winner. Day after day, month after month, he practiced, believing that hard work would pay off. He ran in the rain, in the heat, and even when he felt like giving up. His dedication was unwavering, and slowly but surely, he began to see improvements. 1 year later, the annual village race arrived. It was the most anticipated event of the year, and the entire village gathered to watch. The air was filled with excitement and anticipation as the participants lined up at the starting line. The same kids who once laughed at Sam were now surprised to see him at the starting line, standing tall with confidence. He had a determined look in his eyes, and his posture exuded a newfound strength. The whispers and murmurs of the crowd couldn't shake his focus. The whistle blew and the race began. The runners took off, their feet pounding against the ground in unison. The energy was electric, and the crowd cheered loudly, urging their favorites to run faster. Sam ran with all his strength, his feet moving like never before. He felt a surge of energy, as if all his hard work and dedication were propelling him forward. His heart raced, but he kept his focus on the path ahead. The boy who once finished last was now leading the race. He could hear the cheers of the crowd, but he didn't let it distract him. He was in the zone, every muscle in his body working in perfect harmony. As the finish line neared, he pushed harder, and won. The moment he crossed the line, a wave of emotions washed over him. He had done it. He had turned his dream into reality. The crowd erupted in cheers. The entire village celebrated his victory, and for the first time, Sam felt the sweet taste of success. It was a moment he would cherish forever. His old bullies stared in disbelief. They couldn't comprehend how the boy they once mocked had become the fastest runner in the village. Their expressions were a mix of shock and admiration. Sam smiled, knowing that his consistency had made him a champion. He had proven to himself and to everyone else that hard work and persistence could overcome any obstacle. That day, he proved a simple truth. Hard work and persistence can turn the weakest into the strongest. His journey was a testament to the power of determination and the belief that anything is possible if you never give up. This story highlights how consistency leads to success. It's a reminder that no matter how many times you fall, what truly matters is how many times you get back up. What do you think?